The following program is intended for mature audiences.
From the podcast Movement 17, we're going to give you some feedback from our trip. We talk about Floyd Money Mayweather and Conor McGregor. Kendrick Lamar confirms a fan theory. And we review Action Bronson, Lil Uzi Vert, and XXXTentacion's new albums. And now, some artistic ignorance with Barry Ross and Infidel Castro.
You're now listening to the Truth Be Told podcast from Trillmatic.com. Trillmatic.com.
What it do, Trillions?
Trilly, though.
That's right. Truth Be Told podcast, baby. We in the building. Episode 80, baby. We in the house. We in the house.
Can you dig it?
That's right, y'all. It's Truth Be Told podcast with your boy.
80?
It's episode 80 with your boy Big UU and your boy Riffa, aka the Grim Reaper.
Can you dig it?
Choking on a Reaper.
Smoking something.
Smoking something.
Shout out to PM17. Rest in peace, buddy.
Yes, we are back, guys. We appreciate everybody that's listening. We know we got some new listeners, especially from podcast movement.
Oh, yeah.
Conference and festival. I want to say festivals. There's a lot of festivities going on there. I will say that.
It's a conference.
It was a conference, but there was some festivities.
Oh, there was.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that. But first,
We'll give you more.
First, if this is your first time listening, we hope you do subscribe on iTunes, Google Play, YouTube, pretty much every podcast
platform you
platform
can find.
out there.
Yeah. You can find us out there. Subscribe. Hit the notification.
Yes,
hit
definitely.
that Taco Bell button.
Hit that Taco Bell button on YouTube, especially, and we appreciate that.
Yeah, we
Make sure
appreciate all of y'all. And if you're not a trillion, become one. You know what I'm saying? Why
yes,
not?
become a trillion today. All right. Woo! That's I had to get.
Did you just Ric Flair?
I had to Ric Flair it because.
Woo! You have to get it. You got to get into it, bro.
Right,
you got to shake your hands a little bit.
Yeah, you do. So we just got back from Anaheim, California, West Coast, baby.
Dubs up,
West Coastin'. We just got back from
California
Anaheim.
love.
Yeah, I literally was playing that in my earplugs when we landed.
Oh,
yeah, we did. But we were out there, and we were out there at the podcast conference. It was my second time going to it. It was Sharif's first time.
I was a beginner.
Definitely was a beginner. Got your cherry pops, baby.
Yeah. No longer a B card, baby. No more B card.
You about to slut it up now? Nah, but yes, Sharif was out there for the first time, and it was a cool experience. It was definitely bigger from just my experience from when I first went back.
Expanded, huh?
It's definitely expanded. There's a lot more going on. It's a lot more organized, and you know there was things that was happening there that did not happen the first time that I went. What about you, man? What you think about, man?
Man, it was amazing. It really was. It was awesome to go out there, and meet all these great people. People that are interested in your podcast as much as you're interested in theirs.
Right.
I mean, people that you wouldn't expect to be interested in your podcast are interested in your podcast.
Right.
It was like really close, like a family, pretty much. Everyone was out there looking out for each other, happy for each other, encouraging each other, motivating each other, really.
They really were. It was really inspiring because everybody was giving out like all their tricks.
Yeah.
All the tricks were just out there.
Just giving them to you. And if you're not there, you're missing out.
Yeah, if you're a podcaster and you didn't go out the podcast movement, you really missed out.
Oh, my goodness.
On a lot of game
that you can't get on your own for like 5 years.
You know what's real crazy? Not only that, because probably the most interesting part of going to this, like the sessions were cool. I was learning shit in the sessions. Yeah. But probably the most interesting part of it all was the fucking hallways.
Oh, for real.
The fucking hallways is popping.
The hallways is one of the craziest things would happen, like meeting people approaching you. It's just a break, a quick moment to...
It's only like 10 minutes, but to
network.
A lot of shit happened in those 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Felt like 20 minutes every time it was 10 minutes.
Right.
Like, as long as you're out there talking to somebody, having a good conversation.
Right.
And then you finish your conversation and you
you still have a couple minutes to get to where you got to go, and it feels like you were talking for like 10, 15 minutes.
Right.
But that's how much information you're soaking in, like 10, 15 minutes worth of information.
It's like a crash course.
Yes, straight up. I mean, and it's very fucking it's fucking awesome. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's got something to give, man. I was in one room, and they were asking these guys about, how the fuck do they find out what their demographics are for their podcast? Cause just so you guys know, they don't really give out that information. It's kind of, you don't really know who's listening to you, right? Whereas, I did give them some game on that. I gave a lot of people some game on that. I'm like, there's a trick for that. All right. I know the tricks, baby.
Well, you get game, you give game. You know what I'm saying?
But you gotta give game in the beginning first.
Yeah.
And I will say this too. When I say festivities, there was definitely parties. There's definitely some parties. I was hella surprised at the iHeartRadio open bar.
But it was podcast parties. Right. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just parties.
It wasn't like a twerk contest
and shit like that. Nah.
A twerk contest would have been good though.
It was like high grade. It was like a high grade party. Like you get together, it's like, it's one of those moods, you know what I'm saying? You go up there and it's very adult. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was all,
people are definitely drinking.
The whole scene was dope. You know what I'm saying? The people were real.
The Patreon rooftop party was nice.
That shit was live. It
was the fire of the flames and shit.
Yeah, I really enjoy that. Met some interesting people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Most definitely. Yeah. And we linked up with a lot of people out there. We did some interviews while we were out there.
Some lifelong friends is pretty much what we had. Like lifelong connects. You know
all right. I can't wait to connect with everybody this week. Yeah. Listen, I got back. I'm a little jet lagged. I had a hard time sleeping last night.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? So now that I'm as I'm getting back into the week.
Back in Texas, baby.
Yeah, we came back to like a pretty much a hellstorm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's kind of starting to clear it up. I'm definitely gonna link up some places in the show notes that y'all can help out Houston too. If y'all want to, help or donate or whatever, just places that you guys can want to help. I'm gonna link up some stuff in the show notes.
Yeah, prayers are out to them.
Yeah, definitely. But now that I'm back, I'm gonna get down to business and network with everybody because. I mean, just when we were out there, we knocked out a couple interviews.
Yeah, we knocked out 2 interviews.
We did. Yeah. We knocked out, I forget. She hadn't launched the podcast yet.
No, that's coming. Becky Saltzman.
Right. We also knocked out, Nathan
Shooter.
From Australia.
Yeah.
Who has all the equipment. Oh. Hopefully he's listening right now.
Hopefully he is.
But he was a cool dude, though. He was cool as hell.
Hey, I'm working on my voice.
Yeah. Shouts out to him, man.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Becky too.
And Becky too. Yeah, she like coming across her was by chance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So funny story. When we got done with that interview, cause we did it live in front of like the whole damn hallway. This woman comes up to us and she's like, "Yo, you guys are awesome. Like, can I get your card?" And our dumbasses didn't bring any cards with us.
Didn't.
Cause we're stupid. We're 2 stupid dogs. You know what I'm saying? We're basically Ren and Stimpy out here, right?
Yeah, for real.
So we say, listen, we didn't have any cards.
We don't have
any business cards. And her response was, "Oh, geez, come on, what the fuck?" And I thought that was the funniest shit in the world. Cause I wasn't expecting that to come out of this woman. And, she's squad gang.
Yeah, instantly became
squad for life.
Like, she was like, that's my homie right there.
Yeah, so if you're listening, you're officially a trillion. And you're squad gang. All right?
Off top.
Yeah, hey.
Immediately.
You good out here.
She's talking about how she loved hip hop.
Right. You good out here in Texas, baby.
And yeah, she just blew my mind with that whole, what the fuck?
Yeah, come on, what the fuck?
And then, the rest of the conversation, I felt like I was at home kicking and talking to my homeboys because we were just there was a fuck here, a fuck there. Right. Like she was just,
you know what really sucks though, man, about all this? There wasn't a lot of,
that's how I am.
There wasn't a lot of hip hop, podcasts out there.
There really wasn't.
There wasn't a lot. I mean, there was a lot. Listen, don't get me wrong. There's all kinds of podcasts out there. Some things I was just like, really made a podcast out of that? But, I was expecting to see a little bit more from the urban community.
Yeah, there really wasn't. We were the only ones out there.
Right.
The only ones that were representing.
Right.
the culture, you know what I'm saying?
Well, there was some other ones out there.
Well,
There's some other ones out there, but not like how
not
we're
hip
doing.
hop,
Right?
not direct hip hop.
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying? That part of the culture.
All in all, man, it was a great time, man.
Great experience.
The parties were great. Shout out to iHeartRadio. Shout out to Patreon for their parties.
Thanks for the alcohol.
Definitely thanks for the alcohol. I got to meet Chuck from How Stuff Works. He's like a celeb in my eyes. All right. Yeah. That was pretty interesting.
We got to check out the 30 for 30 crew.
30 for 30 crew was out there from ESPN.
Yeah, we got to check them out and just pick up a little game.
Right.
See how the way they work their show from behind the scenes and shit. And, so we got to get a little game. I mean, we got game left and right. It was everyone.
But Anaheim is a great city too. Yeah. Y'all should go check it out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We were next to Disneyland and couldn't even go.
Your boys. Plural.
Multiple.
Yeah. They just laughing all the way to the bank, boys.
Oh, they laughing.
Floyd Mayweather. Conor McGregor.
Oh my goodness.
Just,
bunch of rich guys.
So, those of y'all don't know, there was a boxing match that happened.
Couple of rich guys.
For those of y'all don't know who don't care anything about this at all, but you want to hear what happened. So basically, Floyd Mayweather is a boxer. Conor McGregor is a UFC fighter. Yeah. They worked up this whole shit for them to fight.
Boxing match.
Basically, a UFC versus boxing in the world of boxing.
Yeah.
And it was a big ticket. Everybody wanted to see it. Everybody I knew was out watching it. They were at some sort of party, whatever. Somebody was somewhere consuming this fight. And it turned out to be, I can't say a ripoff, but I will say that, I feel like I got robbed. Yeah. And I didn't pay any money. I want my money back.
I want my money back.
Right. What'd you think about this? What'd you think about this fight, man?
Sure as hell wasn't worth that much money. Hell no. And we're immediately going to take away the word fight because it was just a show. That was not a fight.
Right.
Like, nah. Like, you could tell Mayweather did not come out at any time.
Right.
Full blown. Like, I'm boxing another boxer that's threatening my belt.
Right.
You could tell he didn't need to feel that way.
No.
It was kind of like sparring with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
which I could see that literally in the first round.
Yeah.
Like I was so hyped up, and then when it started,
he was also filling him out. Also,
right. He was filling him out.
He was getting different angles from McGregor because McGregor is a UFC fighter, so they come from all different angles and throw different shit. So he's coming from different angles and then also coming from illegal angles.
Yo, some of the punches that he was throwing, like the mallet punches. The mallet punch.
Yeah, those rabbit punches. Just like slapping him.
That's what I do. I was like, this motherfucker doesn't know what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? That's what it came down to. I was like,
he was doing that in that training against Paulie Malignaggi.
Right.
I'm probably not even saying his last name right, but still, he went in the training up, getting ready for the fight in the video. That's what he was doing also.
Right.
Doing the same thing, and then
he
Floyd even commented on there before the fight. He was all like, "Yeah, he's doing a lot of illegal punches, rabbit punches, and like, yeah, it kept happening." I was like, and then he'd circle around back. I thought he was about to slam him down or some shit.
Right. There was times where I was like, he's gonna try to put him in the armbar.
But either way, I mean, it was interesting, to watch.
Yeah, I guess it was like, kind of something, to be entertained by. But I'm gonna just be real with y'all, man. We basically got suckered into watching this fight.
Get them paid.
Yeah, we basically, America paid Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor $100 million a piece, I think.
Well, Floyd said he made it over $350 million.
Okay, so $350 million for Floyd and $100 million for
I can't remember
for Conor. We basically paid them $400. We basically paid them $500 million to watch a boxer fight someone who's not a boxer,
who's never fought a pro boxing match in their life.
Right. He literally came in with a 0-0 record.
It's like an amateur boxer.
And I realized, I was like, yo, this is the dumbest shit why did I fall for this?
De La Hoya was trying to warn everybody. De La Hoya was telling everybody. It's like, don't buy it. It's not, this is blasphemy. Like pretty much, like, this isn't boxing. It's no way beneficial to boxing. You know what I'm saying?
Is it beneficial to UFC? Who is it beneficial to? Their pockets?
Their pockets.
I didn't think it was beneficial to Dana White.
It was going to be beneficial to Conor's ego if he would have won. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
But you know what I'm saying? And Floyd Mayweather just continues his ego. 50-0 now.
They got to get that big 5-0.
I beat Rocky Marciano. You know what I'm saying? And they're not happy either.
Right.
That family's like, we shouldn't consider this a 50th win because you're fighting someone who isn't actually a boxer.
I don't even know if this should even count for anybody. You know what I'm saying? This should have been a fight for charity.
Off the books, everyone's record.
Right.
Just a fight for a fight. Like you said, charity would have been the best way to do it. And
that's what it felt like. A celebrity charity fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how it felt. And then what's it called? Everyone's there's a lot of people who are saying that he's still 49-0 in my book. You know what I'm saying? With one show win.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
But of course it goes for his record because it was a boxing and it was sanctioned and all that shit. Right. So he's 50-0 now.
Right.
So but he's out the door. He said
he's done.
Retired. He's done. Said no more young guys call me out.
He's 40 years old, man.
Leave him alone. Let him be. Let him be.
Yeah, it's time to make way for the new wave.
Yeah,
if there is one.
I mean, if he stays in the game any longer, he's gonna lose. He's gonna get a loss.
Right.
There's gonna be someone out there that just does it. You know what I'm saying? When you stay too long in the game, you overstay your welcome pretty much.
Right.
Someone's gonna make you pay for it.
I don't know though, man. I don't know, man. Floyd he seemed like I don't know if it's a training regimen or what, but and there were a couple times in the fight when it would glitch and slow down.
Yeah.
And you actually see how cold he is when it you really can't appreciate Floyd Mayweather in full speed. You have to see him slow down. When you watch it slow down, you appreciate how cold he is as a boxer, dog. Like he's literally it's like a robot, man. We need to get video so you can see Sharif right now. But yeah, man, all in all, man, it was kind of a bust. It wasn't that great of a fight, and but shouts out to Floyd Mayweather.
Shout out to both of them. You know what I'm saying? They did what they did. They made their money. Congrats. Enjoy your money. Come back to UFC. Conor fight Nate Diaz in that trilogy,
listen.
And then we'll see what happens. Because if Nate wins, then your career might be going downhill.
Conor McGregor was out here celebrating a loss, fam.
Yeah, because he's celebrating.
Celebrating his loss. He came out with like a glass of probably Hennessy.
Or some straw over there in the suit.
In the suit,
it's all good.
Yeah,
it is what it is. Yeah.
He's like, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8
It's in my bank account.
Right.
He got paid, so he doesn't give a fuck.
All right, man.
That loss doesn't mean shit because it's not a UFC loss.
Right.
Your boy. My goodness. My bizoy.
Your short man, karate bizoy, karate rapping bizoy.
Kung Fu Kenny. I knew it. Kung Fu Kenny.
Yes, Kendrick Lamar recently came out and stated
he stated this.
He stated that his album Damn was actually meant to be played backwards. Now, I know a lot of people probably was like, yeah, this is old news. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But he hadn't came out and said that was true. That was just kind of a fan theory that was floating around. And then there was a fan theory that floated around that said that it was Damnation and that was supposed to be 2 albums and all that, But he officially came out and said that it's supposed to be meant to be played backwards. Now,
that he loved the melody or some shit. Like also he was saying he enjoyed the sound it gives when you do it like that too.
Right.
Yeah,
it's a particular sound to it
that he loves.
He says it doesn't really change the story. It just flows better backwards and all this. So
that's interesting.
I'm a little upset about this, being a Kendrick fan. But first and foremost, I'm a Lupe Fiasco fan. All right. And I'm going to tell you right now, Tetsuo in Use by Lupe Fiasco was exactly what Kendrick said his album was, but executed 5 times better.
No.
You see what I'm saying? It was literally a story going forward, and it was a completely different story going backwards. Go check it out, y'all. I'm not making this shit up.
Lupe, the genius.
Yes, Lupe the killer. I just want
the original Kung Fu man.
Listen, let me tell you something. Kendrick out here talking about he's Kung Fu Kenny. I'm watching on Facebook.
Oh man.
Videos of Lupe practicing technique with a real sword.
Literally over there. throwing it, like doing the damn
He'll
thing.
fuck you up.
That fool look like he should have been on Kill Bill or some shit, bro. I was like, where's Quentin Tarantino?
Right.
I hope he's filming this.
Lupe is serious about that samurai life.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I feel like this is kind of a bite from Lupe, and I don't feel like Kendrick is really giving him his props.
There is somewhat no originality with that because Lupe came out with it first,
right?
And
which kind of sucks
because he didn't get the same platform Kenny has. You know what I'm saying? Kung Fu Kenny.
That's the only difference.
You don't have the machine.
You don't have the same resources.
Yeah, you don't have that machine that Kung Fu Kenny got, that Kendrick got, and if he had it, it would have been a thing of the past. Honestly,
right.
It would have been more people would be saying, "Oh, you got that from Lupe."
Right. A lot of people don't even know that Lupe did this.
Yeah.
Or they don't want to know. That. Yeah. But I mean, Lupe was literally the one who did. I'm telling y'all, it's the truth. If y'all like really break down lyrics, it takes a while to figure this all out. It takes a while of listening to the album in different ways, different times to like really understand how intricate and how complex this concept is.
Yeah.
Kendrick, I don't believe Kendrick was on that level of complexity when he did this album. So, yeah, it just sucks, man, coming from Kendrick. I'm a big Kendrick fan. Well, it's like, yo, okay, listen, if you kind of I know you know about this, Kendrick.
Yeah.
I know you had to have known when this Lupe Fiasco came out, when people in the rap game were talking about Lupe being dope. Because it was a lot of people came out and was kind of shouting out Lupe. It wasn't like it was some kind of underground thing that was happening that you can't be a part, that you can't pay attention to. People were talked about this when this came out.
Oh, yeah.
So, I know he's paying attention. Right? Because he is paying attention to other things. So, did you just like take this and just run with it and say, "Well, I got the bigger platform"? Did you just were you Facebooking and you just stole Snapchat's idea? You see what I'm saying? Did you just do that, Kendrick? I hope he didn't do that, man.
Well, I think they both looked at Wu-Tang at one point and said, "This Shaolin Monk shit is dope. Right. I want to do that when I become a rapper."
Put him on a different level.
And, you know, that might have been their birth to it. You know what I'm saying? You know, where they started. But either way, in the newer age and just like, you know, take away Wu-Tang, Lupe was first. Lupe did it. Lupe's serious about it. He ain't just putting on garments or outfits and shit like that make him look like playing the part.
Now he out here.
This fool got a fucking sword that'll chop you in half.
100 with that.
He has a Hattori Hanzo sword. It's made by Hattori Hanzo.
I bet you Lupe has a real Hattori Hanzo sword.
I bet he does.
I bet he does, man. You know what I'm saying?
I bet he does.
Nah, man. But I mean, you know, does this change the way you perceive Kendrick Lamar creatively?
Nah, I mean, well, because like we said, it was already kind of known,
right?
So we already knew it. So by him saying it, finally, it just solidifies it. I mean, I already know he's creative. I know that.
Yeah, he is.
There's just nobody on Lupe creative level. Like Lupe's kind of one in his own. Like
he really is in his own lane.
You really can't.
Even if you try to like mimic it, you're nowhere near it.
Nowhere near it.
Yeah.
You can't imitate the unimitatable, whatever the fuck you would say it.
We're gonna go ahead and give that a word. We're gonna make that a word.
That's the word of the day.
Word of the day right there.
You can't even say it.
I can't even repeat it. That's how unique it is.
Unimitatable.
Unimitatable. Straight up.
Nah, that's a fucking dope ass word.
Right. No, I mean,
jot it down, children.
It does kind of change my outlook a little bit on Kendrick, just because he could at least.
Yeah.
It's like you kind of veering into Drake status with that, man. You know what I'm saying? You kind of, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really feeling that. Like, you got to give your props what props do. You know what I'm saying?
That's we know you're a beast, but you got to be your own beast.
Right.
And he's
still a beast.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I love Kendrick Lamar,
that's why I give him his props.
This is his one tally mark that I just got to say, come on now, K-Dot.
What are you doing?
I'd rather you just lied and say, "No, I know what you're talking about." Now you come out talking about, yeah, it is supposed to be meant to put it back. Because now I'm like, come on, bro. You acting like Drizzy. We don't need that.
We don't need that. We already, Big UU, he already bashes that enough. We don't need him to start bashing you. I don't want to hear that. I'm a fan.
Listen, Kendrick could easily redeem himself by working with Lupe.
With Lupe?
Yeah.
Also, the ultimate kung fu mixtape.
Yeah. That would be lit.
That'd be fucking
mixtape.
lit.
Something that ain't gonna happen though.
Nah, it ain't.
We can't even get a fucking Kendrick and J. Cole. You think we're gonna get a fucking Kendrick and Lupe?
That's exactly what's going through my mind when we're talking about them. I'm like,
this
where the fuck is J. Cole and Kendrick?
This fucking segment is fucking over. All right,
we're moving on.
Moving on.
Good day to you, sir.
I say good day. Your boy Fresh Prince, DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Say what? Repeat it. Your boy Fresh Prince. Your boy Jazzy Jeff.
They just released a new EDM song, and I'm just like, yo, really?
Where did this come from?
Why?
Where did this come from?
Side note, I did just watch Will Smith's movie Collateral Beauty.
I heard
pure trash.
I was gonna say I heard bad reviews.
It's trash, man. Yeah. It's trash. I'm not gonna lie to you. One of his worst movies. Not even.
I haven't watched it. Not going to.
Yeah, don't watch. Don't waste your life.
It was, to me. It didn't. I wasn't probably ever gonna watch it. It didn't just catch me. It didn't catch a movie to
just watch.
I wanted to watch.
I figured it would be some little kind of twist in there that would kind of, and there was some twist in there. It just wasn't that interesting of a twist to me per se.
It was an M. Night Shyamalan twist.
Shit, even M. Night Shyamalan had some
He's had some bad twists in his.
He's had some bad twists, but I don't know, man. But all in all, man, Will Smith has released a new EDM song with DJ Jazzy Jeff, which is kind of a weird thing because I feel like these dudes have done some classic material. They're like 45, 50 years old, and I don't really feel like they should be doing EDM.
That's like
music.
new age,
right? Yeah.
And yeah, to see them doing that, I was like, that's something that I could see maybe his son getting into because he's of that age.
Right.
But for him to be doing this, like, dude, that you should, like, if that was a thing to do back in the day, you would have been doing that in the days that you were saying parents just don't understand. You know what I'm saying? That was your EDM shit. You know what I'm saying? You've had your moment,
right,
and that was your time, your EDM type moment.
So you should be making some more kind of grown music.
Yeah, exactly.
What does that sound like?
Or just stick to what you do best.
Just samples and rhymes.
Non-explicit rap. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
that's his shit. People know him for that.
Listen, other people have done non-explicit rap too,
but that's
Comedian's second album was a non-explicit rap album.
But is that his thing? No, that's Will Smith's thing. That's what I'm saying. That's his thing.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Okay. And he's the man of that. You know, like if you talk about if you bring up who does albums that doesn't cuss, more than likely people are gonna say, and you say rap, I said rip, but hip hop. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna say Will Smith because he always was non-explicit. He always put out albums. Yeah, he never did cuss words on his albums. You'll never find a parental advisory on his fucking album. You know what I'm saying? But you'll hear me cussing about talking about it.
Will Smith don't got to cuss in his rap to sell records. No, I do, so fuck him and fuck you too.
Oh yeah. I agree. Because he talked down on people who did it. Like, I don't have to do it. And it's like,
I don't feel like he was talking down. I think he was just trying to show people that, like, you don't have to do all that to get a grant. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, he was talking to the kids, but the artists didn't like that. He was talking to the kids.
Well, yeah, because all the artists were making explicit shit.
Yeah, so they took offense.
Well, let's be real though, okay?
It was for the kids though. The message was for the kids.
It was
basically
for the kids.
Telling them that you can grow up and you could be a hip hop artist like me and you don't have to cuss.
You don't have to cuss. You don't have to say. You don't have to. He said I didn't have to kill anybody.
Yeah.
Which okay, listen. What's wrong with that? He said a positive message.
Yeah, but he's also like basically anyone who's been in that situation and has killed somebody, I guess, is like, fuck you, motherfucker. They're
Snoop Dogg's like, bitch.
It was the case they gave me.
Right.
I didn't get convicted. Murder was the case that they gave me.
I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like he was out here trying to issue a positive message. I just think that people felt like they probably felt like they were being judged. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. The shoe fit. That's the thing. The shoe fit, and they felt uncomfortable.
I mean,
like, why you gotta say that, man? You putting me on blast.
Listen, now at your age, now that you're a grown adult, you're 32 years old. Okay, do you feel like he was wrong for trying to share this positive message to the world?
Oh, like that?
Time? Yeah.
Nah, I don't think he was.
At that time, when he said it though, you were young and you were like, "Fuck this guy." I like music with cuss words.
Yeah,
I'm a teenager.
I'm rebellious.
Right. So I mean, can you really?
I wonder how many fucking young people writing lyrics in them days had a secret Will Smith diss.
I know,
like
right?
cussing his ass out and shit.
Fuck Will Smith, you ain't shit. Nah, but and Wild Wild West sucks.
And apparently Collateral as well.
Yeah,
but
Collateral Beauty.
Collateral Beauty. That's right.
I don't know, man. I just don't. One thing I will say, they shouldn't be doing no fucking EDM.
Hell no.
Like you gotta
do some
slide.
adult shit.
I'd rather you make Millennium 2K17, you know,
some shit,
right, than to make the EDM shit, man.
Straight up, that's what I'm saying.
Or getting jiggy with it, you know.
Yeah, do what you do. Do what you know.
Two.
Like you're over here going into a new genre like that is not even meant for you.
Right,
like,
it's not. And you're kind of old in it too. But
like, I mean, how old are the people that make it? You know what I'm saying?
These are young dudes. I mean, there's some old ass dudes up in there, and there's also,
but they're probably original.
I mean, Lil Johnny's an old ass dude too.
Yeah,
he didn't originate that shit. He got to doing that shit. Hey man,
hey, if it's his passion now, and
maybe
that's what he's trying to do.
It
makes him feel young. Maybe
we talked about Eddie Murphy a couple episodes ago. Eddie Murphy was doing the reggae
shit, and he's
now Eddie Murphy executed the reggae way better than Will Smith executes EDM.
Exactly,
but I can't knock him for chasing his
Yeah, you can't knock that. You can't knock that.
But I don't have to like it either.
Exactly. See, that's what I love about this. You know,
speaking of old heads. Wu-Tang is back. They're going to be making another album.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
Hey. Wu-Tang forever, baby.
Shaolin monks.
Right. 36 chambers.
Triumph. Man.
Killer bees. Yeah, they about to come out another album.
Coming out with
we didn't get to really hear their last album, the one that the fucking dipshit bought. He bought it or whatever. It's like a $1 million album. What's his name? I can't think his name right now.
I can't either.
Martin Shkreli.
That's it?
Yeah, that's his name. Yeah. He's never leaked the album either, I don't think. But he was the guy. He was the fucking guy that bought that album. Really, man, that guy.
What an asshole.
God.
On that note,
it's gotta be amazing to be rich though, just to buy that Wu-Tang album that nobody can buy,
and no one else can hear it.
Right? And you just got it.
Like have you ever heard of this? No. Oh, that's right. I bought the only copy.
Right. Funny thing was when they first arrested him, FBI first arrested him. The FBI got on Twitter and was like, "No, we did not confiscate the Wu-Tang album." They really tweeted that shit, bro. The fucking FBI did.
You know, it'd be funny though if they would have tweeted, if FBI tweeted, if only y'all could hear this Wu-Tang album. This shit is fire. And then that's it. That's all he tweeted.
Just put up fire flame emojis.
Yeah, flame emojis, and then that's it. And they're like, and then hashtag evidence box. That'd be some funny fucked up shit. Because you'd be like, because you know they heard it.
Right.
That's the thing. You know they go, hey, get the boombox, get whatever the fuck, the MP3 player, whatever the
Bluetooth out.
Get the Bluetooth, put it in, play it, and then motherfuckers like, that shit go hard. Yeah. Too bad these guys ain't gonna hear it. Hey, tweet about it. Hey, put a tweet about it.
If the FBI did that, they'll be the coolest motherfuckers.
That'd probably be
especially after all the bullshit they've done in life.
But that'd be the top rated tweet of 2017.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Or whatever.
But I mean, are you looking forward to another Wu-Tang album, man?
Personally, yes.
Right. Personally,
I am, because you know I can never get enough of great rappers, you know, great groups as well. There's not too many groups as big as this group is, you know what I'm saying? Wu-Tang. You don't see groups last that long. Longevity wise, they always break up. Member goes here.
Wu-Tang has definitely had their
they have
downs,
though. But when they come out full blown as Wu-Tang, they're Wu-Tang. You know, they assemble.
There may be a few missing parts in this,
but it might, and it's probably not because of I don't like him no more. It could be an issue. You know, jail time. You know, it could be ODB passed away. Right, so obviously he ain't on there.
I remember reading the article.
I'd love to hear a ODB verse that's unreleased.
Right. That would actually be nice.
That'd be nice.
Especially since everybody likes Danny Brown. It's like, he ain't ODB though. But,
nah.
No, you know what? There was actually an article I read a few years, maybe 5-6 years ago, maybe a little bit longer, where I think they were working on this album, this $1 million album, if I'm not mistaken. And they all couldn't get on the same page because of they had a lot of creative differences, and when the album got done, they were like, we're never fucking working together again.
Oh shit!
Because they were caught in between two situations. They were caught in between doing Wu-Tang music how Wu-Tang does music, and then linking up with some of the hot producers like Kanye West and stuff like that at that time to kind of expand to go into a different realm because they wanted to sound a little more current. Yeah. So they're kind of like caught in this like kind of this point. It's like, do we stick to the sound or do we like evolve? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's a tough situation to be in when you've been around a long time, because neither one is the right answer when you think about it. Yeah. If you stick to the sound, it's like, oh, that's the old sound. That sound is not popping right now. Or if you switch it up, people are like, yo, what the fuck? You're not even who you are anymore. You know what I'm saying? So what do you do in a situation like that?
Well, that new single, People Say, definitely has that old school vibe to it. The sample, you know what I'm saying? It's just, and I'm feeling it. It's a hot track. You know what I'm saying? You got Method Man coming in off top, like destroying that shit. Right. I mean, the wordplay is nasty, but you can't expect nothing less from the M-E-T-H-O-D man.
Listen, Method Man is never gonna fall off.
Nah, never, man. That fool got flows for days, I'm sure. Forever. You know what I'm saying? That fool could be an old man and he still kick harder bars than these young cats all day. And they got featured with like Redman on the feature, you know what I'm saying? You know, he's always been like an honorary Wu-Tang Clan member. Yeah. Always. So they always show love to Redman, and then it's Method Man's like right hand man type shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Redman's one of my favorite rappers of all time.
Yeah, me too.
I must be real, y'all. There's Redman, like,
my goodness,
like if you're a rapper, go back and listen to like Redman's own stuff, because he'll show you how to like. He was the first person I heard that like crafted a well done punchline. You know what I'm saying? Like I understood the craft of a punchline from Redman. This is like years ago though, before like punchline rap became like a big thing.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And but yeah, man, I'm interested to see what they're gonna do. Time for the reviews, my nigga.
All right, I'm leaving.
Your boy.
Which one?
Lucifer.
I
said Lil Uzi Vert.
Lucifer.
The devil in the flesh.
I don't know if that's my boy.
You trying to say that's your boy now?
I don't know if that's my boy.
After years of 3 6 Mafia influence, you're like, I don't know about this one.
I don't know if 3 6 would have took him under the wing.
Well,
then you're like, he signed to DJ Paul.
Right. Right. Lil Uzi Vert has just released his album. I believe it's titled Love Is Rage 2. Just so you know, the LUV is like an acronym for Lil Uzi Vert. I bet you didn't know that. You didn't know that, did you? Alright? Blew your fucking mind. Alright, yeah, but Lil Uzi Vert just released a new album. Yeah, he released the second album to his Love Is Rage series. And to be honest, Jack, I'm gonna be honest, I had really high hopes for this album.
You did?
Yeah, I had some hopes.
I know you try to basically get me
into Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah, get me to listen. Did it come at a good time?
I don't know, man. I want to know your thoughts on this album. Being that you're not really that large, I've
never heard of him.
You're never really big on Lil Uzi Vert.
Not big on him, and never heard a full album through. Right. It was getting a little, to me, it started sounding the same.
Right.
He needed to switch it up. He needed to do his rap without the auto-tune type shit on it. He needed to. He needed some songs that had him doing his auto-tune choruses and then spit normally on the beat, and then maybe have some songs where he's full-blown auto-tune, maybe have some songs that he was full-blown no auto-tune at all. Right. But more variety. It started sounding the same to me. It was like I wanted to skip a few tracks. Right. Where I was like, I'll listen to it through. Right. I'll listen to it through just to hear maybe I'll change my mind.
Right.
on those tracks, I should have skipped forward. Like, to me, I feel like next time I hear him, I'll skip forward if I ever hear him.
Right.
You know, and he had some. His best tracks to me were the tracks that he actually spit without putting the auto-tune on. Like, those were his best tracks to me.
Right.
And where his spitting went the hardest. You know, the rest, he was it sounded whiny. He was, like, really whiny. Like, he was whining. It really did. Like, with that auto-tune. When you do too much auto-tune, it starts to sound whiny.
Right.
Like, and not saying that he was whining on it. He wasn't. I mean, at times, he, spitting for the ladies. So.
That comes from Lil Wayne.
But, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
And I used to say that about him, too. Like, it sounds whiny.
Right.
But yeah, so he was doing that, and I will say this, and I'll stand by it. The hardest verse on that album, Lil Uzi Vert's album, was The Weeknd's verse.
Oh shit!
That shit went hard.
Right.
Like he executed perfectly. You know what I'm saying?
So the song with The Weeknd is probably your standout track.
That and the one with Pharrell. Those two stood out to me. And what was number 3 also? I'm trying to think. Hey, Todd, help me out here, Todd.
Sauce it up.
That shit was catchy.
So my take on this is I feel you. Like I said, I had high hopes for Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah.
And I know some people was like, why, nigga, why?
Yeah, I feel, yeah.
I just did. I expected, I've heard Lil Uzi Vert. I see the appeal to Lil Uzi Vert. I'm able to follow the game. I'm able to see the trajectory of things. But I'm going to be real with you. I did come into this album going, what is he going to do that's going to be impressive, that's going to take it to next level?
Yeah.
And I don't feel like there was anything here that let me know that he was next level, with the exception of the track that he did with Pharrell. To me, that was
the pinnacle of it.
That was the best track on the album, and maybe people feel differently or whatever. But
I also
that song is cold.
The Way Life Goes went hard too.
Right.
That had a good message behind it, and just it was a dope track. That was a dope track also. That's what I'm saying, it was up and down. I
definitely like the early 20 Rager on there because I know that I can picture that being performed at a concert and shit just going like berserk.
Yeah.
Right. And then people just getting in the zone and wild out. And I kind of like that. It's kind of rock star-ish a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
A little bit.
But all in all, man, I feel the same way. I feel like all these songs kind of blend together and they all kind of sound the same. Yeah. I wish that he would have done something impressive.
He had some good production.
There's some good production.
It was decent. I wouldn't say it was actually good. I would say it was decent production.
It was decent, but I think that I really honestly believe, truly believe that this album is not meant to be consumed quickly. I do believe that you're supposed to consume it over time, and I do believe that a lot of these songs will get better as you listen to them more than one time. You know, like even the EXO Tour Life, I didn't fucking like that song when it first came out. I didn't like it. It took 15, 20 listens before I was like, yo, this is a fucking hit.
See, that's a lot of listens though.
That is a lot of history. That, but see, that's really how music used to be though.
See, some people will cut it off before if they have to hear it that many times. Right. Eventually, they're just like, I'm cutting it off. You know what? I know some people will chance hear it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what song I wasn't really feeling when I first heard it. It's weird, I know, but the Snoop Dogg and Pharrell song, "Drop It Like It's Hot." The first time I heard it, I was like, I'm not feeling this.
Eventually that shit caught on to you.
20 listens later, it's one of my favorite songs of all time.
That's bold.
That is, it's one of my favorite songs, but the beat was cool.
It's one of yours. That's an opinion.
Yeah, it's just an opinion. You know what I mean? Yeah. Top 200 favorite songs of all time, that's in there.
Okay, I can dig that.
Right. And I feel like this album has a lot of that throughout the album. That it's meant to be played. Like, I don't think that they didn't know what they were doing. Right, you understand? It's DJ Drama and Don Cannon behind them. They've done it enough up to this point. I think they know exactly what is going to take place. I think maybe in a month or two, people are going to come back to this album and say this shit was pretty dope. Maybe not. Maybe people will just write this off as just pure fucking trash. Another thing too is there's definitely a lot of in the beginning, there's a lot of satanic references in there that I believe that can turn people off. Even though I know he's just fucking with everybody.
Yeah.
He's just putting it in y'all faces just to kind of fuck with you. I can see that turning off some people. We were literally on the plane coming back.
You were listening
from Anaheim, and I put it on, and me and my girl had the little double headphone jack that you let us borrow.
Yeah.
And we get to number 2, which is the 444 plus 222.
Yeah.
And my girl
666.
Literally, as soon as it came on, my girl started rocking to it like, oh, okay, I like the beat. You know what I'm saying? And then I turned the phone to her, and she took the earplugs out. And she was like, I don't want to hear this shit anymore. And I was like,
some people take it that serious.
Right, I was like, you gonna take it that serious, but you've been listening to 3 6 Mafia your whole fucking life, really?
The thing is, in comparison, there is no comparison. There is nowhere near.
You talking about 3 6
Mafia?
No, there isn't. But how do you say I don't want to listen to this because it's satanic, and then say I'm gonna listen to this?
I hear.
Right, that's what I'm talking about. Right, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about music wise.
Even when you were saying earlier, when you said, "Would you listen to 3 6?" You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying, he speaks kind of like how they would try to talk, but not the same way.
That early morning radio, they kind of shouted out 3 6.
Yeah, but it was still his style, and it ain't really. Ain't.
No, it doesn't sound like them. No, it doesn't sound anything like that. And it sounds more like Auto-Tune Wayne.
Yeah, and only 3 6 and Bone Thugs and Harmony can pretty much accomplish that. Dark, fast rap. Little devil.
Well, he wasn't doing that. Right.
But even then,
when I'm talking about,
they weren't serious about it either. So I mean, when people take him serious, it's like you shouldn't take anyone serious when they spit like that.
Yeah, it's
kind of
like fucking around. And shit. Yeah,
just rap about dark shit.
So people take that serious though, man, because I can see why people take it serious. I can see why people they don't want to hear it. If somebody tells me I don't want to hear this shit, it's devil worship. I'd be like, all right, I'm not going to knock you. I'm not going to be like God isn't real. I'm not going to do all that shit to him. That's just too much. Like, if they don't want to do it, don't disrespect them. Turn the shit off. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that's right now that's playing his fucking album at the house party tonight, just turn. If somebody say they don't want to hear, just turn the shit off.
Just switch it to the next.
Don't get into it. Don't get into no fucking religious argument.
And if they don't want to hear this person at all because he says things here and there, or he had that track, period. Right. Just go to the next album.
Just go to the next album. Yeah. Just take off the whole album.
Just go play some 3 6 Mafia.
Play it for yourself, and then fucking worship Satan in your own room.
Just go play some 3 6 Mafia after him. You know what I'm saying? Like replace this with some 3 6.
I know. That's what you do to get back at him.
And actually go to the old days. Play some 666 Mafia.
I'll play some Papa Macado by 3 6 Mafia.
Well, before they changed the name, they were 666 Mafia. So it sounded even worse. 666 Mafia. Right. So go to the Underground Volume 1, 2, and 3. Go listen to that, and then they'll really be like, all right, put Lil Uzi Vert back on.
Yeah,
it's not as bad as that.
Right. All in all, what do you rate this album on a scale of 1 to 10, man?
Woo. He got work to do, bruh.
Oh shit.
He's sitting at a 6.
6. I can dig that.
And you can dig that? Okay.
Yeah, I can dig that. I'm probably gonna give this I give it a 6 too.
He probably appreciates those 6s. He's like, if there was 3 podcasters on this show, he was going to give me a 6 as well. I feel it. It's going to be 3 6s.
Open up hell's doors.
Oh my god.
I would even go as low as a 5.
Yeah, really.
But I do believe that there's that the music isn't. It's
something to build on.
I think it's going to build on it. So I really honestly believe that in maybe a month or 2, other songs are going to come out from the album that people may not pay attention to. They're going to become catchy, and then they're going to become. I really think that like in a few months, people are going to be talking about Lil Uzi Vert.
There's some potential,
level.
But we'll see.
Hey, listen.
I don't know.
808s and Heartbreaks when it first came out.
Oh man, I know.
It was a little weird at first, and then it grew on you. You learned to love certain songs.
That was one of my favorite Kanye albums.
Right. I do believe that this Lil Uzi Vert has that kind of same aspect to him. But we'll see. Maybe we'll revisit it and we'll know that.
And the difference though between their auto-tune is Kanye did it really good. Like Lil Uzi Vert's using it, but it's oversaturated.
That's debatable.
No, it is. Right. But he did it good compared to a lot of people who try to do it. Right. Him and Snoop accomplished it in their own way, and they worked it right. You know what I'm saying? T-Pain still held it down as one of a kind.
Right.
Your boy. Your baby boy. your big baby boy,
your boy
Action Bronson.
You already know I was going there.
I know. As I said, your big baby boy,
your red-headed, busier boy.
yeah.
Bronsolini.
You ancient alien boy. Yeah. Fuck, that's delicious, boy. Did I take the words out your mouth, boy? Yeah.
Yes, your boy Action Bronson has released his album Blue Chip 7th Thou. 7th Thou, wow.
Man, hold up.
He is, I guess he's seen in the new age of the lyrical rappers.
Yeah. I give him that.
But he hasn't really moved past a certain point. He's kind of been I don't want to say underground, but
you're talking about his where he
status.
sits. Yeah, where he sits on the ranks.
Right. Is he in the top 10? Yeah. Is he mentioned at all? Where's Action Bronson in this?
Been sitting pretty even. Because he's been focused on his ventures of on television and shit.
Right.
2 shows. He said he's working on a 3rd.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's got some.
It's dope because he has a life only he can have, where he's basically traveling the world, rapping, doing shows, like concerts and whatnot, and then also just eating food and getting paid off of that. Yeah, and getting high.
Yep, smoking weed all day.
Smoking weed, eating food, rapping, and traveling the world.
My dreams.
That's there's a lot of people's dreams, and but does that really translate well into his rap music, man? What'd you think of this new album from Mr. Action Bronson?
I've never heard a full album of Action Bronson.
What the
I've
fuck?
only heard features. Hey, I'm new to hearing full albums. Hey, you know where I was at? I was on downloading back in the day. I was downloading, so I didn't hear full albums back in the day. Now I'm here.
People are listening, and they're fucking. They're like, what?
He still hasn't heard a full Action Bronson album? Not even a mixtape?
You're gonna tell me what is
negative?
I've never heard a full Nas album.
Nah, that I have.
I've never heard a full Eminem album.
You can't go classic on me. That's my time. That's when I was going to the record store, buying CDs and buying cassettes.
I have an album, but I have never heard it in full.
I've never heard my whole album. I haven't. Nah, yeah, right. I've heard my shit.
Right. But you haven't heard. This is
never heard a full.
You just heard songs here and there.
I've heard songs here and there, and I've heard features. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's about it. You know what I'm saying? And I've watched his shows. You know what I'm saying? Laugh my ass off. He's fucking hilarious. And, seems like a cool ass dude to kick it with, to smoke something with, and chill. But when it comes to the album, I like that. Me like that. Shout out to Khaled. Hey, I'm a fan of Action Bronson. This fool, he took me back. It felt nostalgic hearing him how he spit.
He's kind of like Ghostface.
Yeah, it took me back to old East Coast.
Side note: Did you ever peep the whole shit where him and Ghostface had some beef?
No.
I'll show you the video later because it was some pretty.
If y'all haven't heard about it and seen it, go look for it.
Yeah, go look. Because
I haven't heard about it. I didn't see it.
Yeah, they had some beef, man, because Action Bronson was kind of wild a little bit. But I'll tell you this: Wu-Tang set them straight. But
they did.
They did. But
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
Nothing to fuck with.
Nah. But deep, bro.
Yeah. I mean. I liked it too. I thought it was
that was well put together as well.
It was dope. It wasn't his best because I've heard a lot of his stuff. It definitely wasn't his best.
No.
It kind of at a certain point it just kind of sounds like a clusterfuck of rhymes, right? Which is dope for his which is dope for his style. Like it fits. Like his style.
That's his style.
Right? It definitely fits his style. And then like the types of beats that he's rapping on and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong. Like I like
production on top of that.
Right. It kind of reminds me of like the Willie the Kid style where like it's just like I don't want to say a clusterfuck of rhymes, but it's never really like a full concept to the album. It's just rapping about things
together.
that he's doing and where he's going at and what he's doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just a lot of, tracks like that that's thrown together. So, if you're looking for that from Action Bronson, he's giving it to you again. Right?
He did it for you.
He did it for you once again.
So he's done this before.
He's done this pretty much on everything.
He's had a few standouts.
Of course, he's he's definitely had a few standouts.
What would you say is one of his standouts that I could go peep out that I think that I like?
Shit,
that I'm feeling?
I think it was the one he dropped. Maybe I think it was like his debut album. The one he had a chance to rap on. Yeah, you wouldn't know. It's. I think it's the one he had a chance to rap on. That one was actually a hot song. Chance the Rapper's verse was amazing.
Track? I'm talking about album. Like when you say
what was the name of this album? I can't think of the name right now.
With that track,
it has that track on it.
Okay, well then I'll just look it up. By that.
He has a video that's psychedelic. Shit, there's a video that came out. His first single. I'm gonna show you this video.
This ancient alien shit, right?
This is
where it all of a sudden you fall into everything and it just keeps going and meshing, right. And you're like, holy shit! I just took acid.
I love all the Action Bronson's videos. They're hilarious. They're entertaining and shit. He kind of goes into like it almost seems like he doesn't belong in this time period.
No,
you know what I'm saying? It's almost like
to be earlier.
I would even like he just seems like a 80s action hero. You know what I'm saying?
Like he has action in his right. Action.
That's what he seems like to me, bro. Like if I could put him like in any type of. He seems like an 80s action movie rapper. But that's the only way I can explain this.
But I could only see him in the 90s, though.
His flow sounds like he's from the 90s.
Yeah,
but
I could see him being the character you're portraying, but being that character in the 90s.
So you got to watch his videos. You got to go through and watch his old videos. Because if you watch his old videos, you'll be like, what the fuck? What is going on through this dude's head?
A lot of weed.
Well, yeah, his shit. I always find his shit entertaining. He's an entertaining rapper. But I mean, all in all, if you're looking for like just something to kind of take to the. If you're looking for like something that's game changing, it's not really here.
Nah.
It's basically what you get from Action Bronson. There's some basic Action Bronson type tracks on here, and then there's a couple tracks on there where I was like, this sounds like Jedi Master Action Bronson. You know what I'm saying? There's a few of those tracks on there, but all in all, man, it was good. It was good. It wasn't great.
No,
I can't put it in like a classic album realm or whatever. But it's definitely something to check out. My girl, she enjoyed it. You know, we thought it was dope.
I thought it was a good album.
Yeah.
Like I gave it an 8.
You know what? I was
on the struggle between 7.5 and 8. I was in between there.
I was in between 8 and 8.5, but I think I'm gonna roll with the 8.
That's what I went with.
That's kind of where I give it a solid 8.
So you backtracked a little, and I went forward a little.
Right.
Like we're thinking. I got you.
I think that might be a little bit of your East Coast, your southern rap bias coming out a little bit.
Nah, I gave it an 8 though. I gave it what you gave it.
But you're 7.5.
Well, I did that because it was my first Action Bronson, and I know he's had other shit, not knowing that other shit could have been better or worse.
Right.
But I'm not trying to give him too much at the beginning, you know what I'm saying, when I know I need to, if I like what I hear, which I did, I want to review a little bit before I give him too much.
I'll say this. I've heard better Action Bronson music.
And that's what I was thinking that's why I did it the way I did, because I was like, I knew there might be better. I don't know, because I haven't heard a full one. And I know he has more albums that I've never heard. Right. So I just wanted to not jump the gun, like hearing this and be like, oh man, like I want to preview his other shit in the past also. So I just gave him an 8. You know what I'm saying?
Shouts out to Action Bronson though. Your boy, who's got porn letters in his name.
XXX. XXXTentacion.
XXXTentacion
has
released his album. I believe his album was called.
It's a dope name. It's catchy.
What's the name?
Yeah, 17.
17.
17.
'Cause why?
He has it on his face.
That's right. He has it on his face.
That's not why.
I mean, there's probably more to it.
No, there's more. He explains it.
He definitely explains it.
Honestly, after hearing the album, I don't remember his explanation for the 17. But
yeah. Okay, so a lot of people are checking out this album right now, mainly because Kendrick Lamar co-signed it. And I don't even really know if it was a co-sign. He just says, "What do you guys think about this? What's your thoughts?" But he did share out the link, which definitely brought a lot more attention to XXXTentacion.
To do that would make me think that he enjoyed it.
Now,
you won't do that if you're like, or You might do that if you have mixed feelings. Like, you're not sure if you like it or not, so then you might do that. Or you might do it if you like it. But you're not going to put it out there if you don't like it at all.
Right.
So, he obviously possibly has those mixed feelings. He's not sure. So, what do y'all think?
That still is seen as a cosign to me.
Oh, to me it is too.
Now, before we go any further,
numbers went up, I'm sure.
Some people think Kendrick Lamar is the greatest rapper out right now. So, I'm not saying you do, but some people do believe this.
He's up there.
Musically, he's probably the most talented artist out right now.
He's up there.
He's up there.
He's up there.
At least in top 3.
Yeah. At least in top 5, top 3.
Right. So,
yeah.
Do you think that him doing it, I mean, he would have a good ear? Being who he is? You think he has an ear for talent?
I would hope he has an ear for talent.
Right.
When you obviously have an ear for yourself.
Okay.
He ain't gonna put his own shit out that isn't gonna be good. So he has an ear for quality because he only puts his own shit out if it's quality.
So then, do we have better ears than Kendrick Lamar because we kind of told y'all motherfuckers about XXX like 10 episodes ago?
We've been on it.
So we're
ahead of the game, baby.
We are ahead of the game.
Know.
Listen. I'm just saying. Truth be told, we're ahead of the culture.
Me like that.
Yeah. But no. Recently, we reviewed his EP and we were surprised by it. We thought it was decent, and then just over time, that was before he did the double XL shit. He did double XL. He got knocked out. We said it's gonna make him bigger.
It made him bigger.
He fucking did the double XL shit
and stood out like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah. He just did some crazy shit with the suicide or whatever, fake suicide or whatever shit.
That shit was crazy too.
It just added even more controversy to him.
Controversy.
Enough,
everything.
And I said what I say. He's gonna get all this controversy. We called this shit. He's gonna get all this controversy,
and it's gonna do good for him.
And he's gonna put out his album. And his album, all he gotta do is just make a good sounding album, and he's straight. He's gonna fucking win.
And what did he do? He came out with a good album.
Debatable.
He's gonna win. Debatable.
Debatable.
He came out with a good album.
I want to hear your thoughts on his album, man.
Oh, I thought it was a good album. I liked it. I just wish there was more variety of what he showed us on his EP. On his EP, yes. Right. He had a lot more on there that I was way more anticipating for a full album to have all of that as well.
Right.
Didn't get all that.
Right.
Disappointed about that. Definitely. Overall, though, it was a good album. I liked it. Still needs work to do because, like I said, we know, at least, I mean, I know we know, but I know his potential of, I mean, just hearing what he did on that EP, I know he could fucking do like a whole album like that and just really just set it off. You know what I'm saying?
He can go in like 15 different directions
at
one time on one album.
On one album and really set it off of someone who can do that.
Right.
When have we gotten that? He has that potential. You know what I'm saying?
I say probably the last person would probably be maybe I don't even want to say Kid Cudi. I would say maybe Kid Cudi, but shit, I don't even fucking know.
I don't know. I don't think anyone's been able to do it to.
Well, not because not even Kid Cudi. Like Kid Cudi never really rapped. Yeah. Like he kind of rapped, but never really was like I'm just spitting. Like he had a couple songs here and there, but
it was
I feel like he has literally all styles.
All styles.
But he's not doing everything.
He's not.
Especially he honed it into like two sounds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was either like he was gonna rap.
His singing.
Yeah. See. Okay. So here's my thing. I felt like when I first heard it, I was like, yo, he oversimplified this way too much. That was my first original thought.
Yeah.
Like, there should be more going on here. And then I listened to it a little bit more and I was like, you know what? Simple's not bad.
You heard the intro, right? What he said.
Yeah.
Literally he's like, you are going, what did he say? Going into my brain or some shit like, I'm opening up and this is like my thoughts and with depression and all that other shit. And he really touched on all those bases type thing. Like with a lot of those tracks, you could hear that pain. You know what I'm saying? And in some of those songs where he was,
but from what?
I don't know his backstory.
Why?
He he must have gone through something.
Okay, so well, he's
we
had
need him on
people,
an interview.
He's had friends that he's committed suicide and stuff like that, but
it's tough to deal with.
Yeah, it is tough to deal with. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, I don't know what besides that. I've dealt with that.
Yeah,
it's not enough. It's not enough to like push me that far deep into a zone. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, it's something you think about.
Or maybe he's using that as his drive to do this type of music. You know what I'm saying? Where he's doing it for them and making it a topic, an issue for people to
help him
take
get over
serious.
It. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Take it serious and then help him get over it.
Well, do you think that that's good? I mean, do you think that at the same time though, is there points in here where this could trigger people to do?
Well, that video he made ain't gonna help.
What I'm saying, like is that a good thing?
The way he did that,
because some people perceive that the wrong way.
I'm saying without that, you know what I'm saying? Without that, it would have been. I would have said, yeah, it was good. But with him doing that video, I'm like, dude, you kind of just backtracked in my head,
right,
by doing that also, because to me, I feel like your message is for people who are in that struggle, thinking of thoughts like that. Right. And you're kind of helping them. You know what I'm saying? You're kind of giving them a voice.
Well, listen.
And now he's doing videos like that, and it kind of like, dude, that's a step back.
Well, I mean, I don't know though, because years ago when Blink-182 was still popping, they made a song about suicide, like not committing suicide, and like a positive note on it or whatever. And then
they do it in the video.
Well, somebody killed themselves to the song. They actually put the song on repeat and then they killed themselves. In the room. And when they came in and found them dead, the song was on repeat.
You can't blame. You can't blame.
No, you can't blame them. But maybe sometimes that like triggers you to think about it more.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I could dig that.
Right. But I mean, we're gonna talk.
Say on that note, it might. There's a percentage of people it helps and a percentage of people that it might affect in that way, and you never know. It's 50-50 chance. You never know how you're going to speak to the person or how they're going to take it,
how they're going to perceive it.
Yeah, you never know. And I would hope that it's a bigger percentage of it's helping people, and then there's a few that just take it too serious or go push them over the edge. Push them over the edge. Right. And it's sad that happens.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying he's advocating like suicide or anything like that. At all, but if it's something that's on his mind, because he's in a depressed state. Yeah. This could also affect people that may be in a depressed state, and it might push him over the edge. I'm not saying that's what he's trying to do.
Hopefully it doesn't.
But hopefully it doesn't, because people perceive things the wrong way.
Like I said, take music that serious, because they shouldn't. Music, when someone says they robbed a store and shit, doesn't mean go get a mask, go get a gun, and go rob a store.
Listen, I don't know about you, but I heard "Rob Me a Nigga" by Freddie Gibbs, and I've wanted to rob people ever since. All right, I'm gonna just be real with you. I'm gonna just be 100 with you, okay?
He's like, I'm always looking for opportunity.
I'm always looking for opportunities. All right, I'm gonna catch you slipping, homie. Nah, but
as I clench my bags, right? These are mine, Earl. You're not touching them.
Nah, but I mean, I don't know though, man. I know we kind of got off on a little tangent just about the concept of this album and stuff like that, but I do give it. I thought it was a good album. I just like in the beginning when I first heard it, I felt like it was oversimplified, and I was kind of upset with it. Yeah. As I heard it a few more times, I started to realize that it being oversimplified was probably the best thing. Yeah. Just for the sound that he was going for, I thought it was a decent album. And I know a lot of people are probably like confused by this and why we're talking about this. And I'm pretty sure even
that's why it's a good topic.
I'm pretty sure even you're surprised by your. Because I remember when I was like, "Yo, check him out," and you came back, and I was surprised that you actually found it as a decent project. Yeah. I've heard people they've heard and they say, I just don't get the big deal about it. I think there's something there, y'all. I really do.
I do too.
Yeah.
I mean, we know music.
I listen to a lot of fucking music for people, dog. Yeah. And I do believe that there's something there with XXX. As much as y'all don't like him for whatever reasons, I really believe something's there.
I think something's there, and I think like we are far from seeing the best of him. And at some point, I believe he can run the game. He's going to
break and just run.
He may be able to run the game to an extent, you know what I'm saying? At least have his...
That's bold words, man.
I think he'll be able to hold his own, like, his category of music. He might not be like full blown, he's a straight hip hop, but
no, he's going to break out of that. Yeah.
Like, he's going to, like, hold that and, like, be a top artist featured on other people's shit, I can see that happening.
And this all came from, look at me, follow me.
For real.
Yo, why you pulling the Michael Winslow right now?
Hey, that's what the beat does.
So what do you give this? What do you give this album on a scale of 1 to 10, man?
What's that in my eye? No, I gave it an 8.5.
8.5. Is that what you gave his EP? Did we give us? I think
I can't remember what we gave it, but I gave it an 8.5. Yeah, 8.5. And because I still have higher expectations. Right. I really do. Yeah. And I know he hasn't. He ain't done what I know he can do. Right. And I'm sure he knows he ain't done what he can do. He just, it's better at some point. It's better to not just full blown come out at your greatest, right, and work your way up. For the fact that if you come out so throwed, your career will be real small because you won't be able to duplicate that. So if you got a buzz going, if you got a buzz going and you can build it up slowly and get to the point you can be,
that's how you really want to do it. Yeah.
Work that, you know what I'm saying, and do it slowly.
You don't want to come out blown up at the top.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah. So I believe the way he's working is the right way, and he just needs to keep moving in that direction, though.
Right. I would give it an 8, a strong 8. Yeah. I just felt like there's I feel like he could have just expanded a little bit more on some of the some of the things that he did. Like it was just cut so short. I was like, well, there was so much more that could have been. You could have gone into with this.
It was a short album.
Yeah,
that was disappointing.
I seen where he was going with it. And he was just like, "No, I'm stopping right here." Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, "All right, well, you get an 8 then, asshole."
Damn it. He could have gave you 8.5.
I know, right? I could have gave you a 9.
Yeah, on that note, right. It could have been a 9 for me if you could have been expanded more and had more time on each track, or maybe a couple more tracks.
This was done purposely, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I like the message behind his shit, though. Right. Like I did enjoy hearing it and knowing, like I took it for what he probably meant it to be.
There's also this kind of like 90s Nirvana feel to it. You know what I'm saying? Like that sound is in there. Oh, yeah. So yeah, man, shout out to XXX. Listen. Before Kendrick, we gave him his props. Oh, all right, we predicted all this.
Remember that,
and he didn't even reach his peak yet. He didn't even reached the level. He's even gotten to that point yet. But
if you've been a trillion for a while, you know what we're talking about.
You know what we're talking about.
And if you ain't a trillion right now, why ain't you hitting that button?
You need to become one. All
Hit
right,
that button, become a trillion.
We are at the end of the podcast.
Yes.
We appreciate everybody that's listening all the way through.
Thank you. Give yourself a round of applause.
Right.
we
round of applause. Somebody make that ass clap.
Clap. All right.
Yeah. We got a little ignorant.
Got carried away.
We got a little ignorant. Yeah, we appreciate everybody. Listen, if y'all are listening and y'all met us at Podcast Movement, we really appreciate y'all for subscribing to the podcast and listening, because we all we got.
We're trying to expand. You know what I'm saying? And,
right.
And we appreciate that. We've subscribed to, I'm pretty sure, all of y'all, whoever we've talked to. I know I did. So, and Rail did too. Big E. So we're tuning into y'all. Yes. Share the love. And we'll get in contact with.
We'll definitely be in contact with a lot of people this week.
With our people. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know who y'all are if y'all listening.
Right. Make sure y'all go ahead to trillmag.com as always. That is the hip hop site, the hip hop blog.
Yes.
Where you'll hear a lot of underground artists coming up, on the come up. And yeah, man.
And where can they find us? iTunes, YouTube,
Google Play, SoundCloud, TuneIn.
Yeah.
We also would like y'all to hit us up on Patreon, trillmag.com/Patreon. And like I said, I know I've been talking a lot of shit, but we are going to go on a full rollout with that in the next week or two. I know I've been saying that shit for a while.
But this podcast movement got us on a different level. Got us thinking of what we need to do and what we need to do ASAP.
Right. Because
we have ideas that are coming.
We're creating a Facebook group.
Yes, we are.
But I'm going to tell you right now, only the real Trians can get in.
That's the only way you can chill with us.
It's a secret group.
Yeah.
It ain't for everybody. All right.
It's for those who really are down, are diehard Trillions, are excited to hear our next episode on a weekly basis.
Right.
And if you're not, You need to be.
Right.
Get on that level.
Make sure if you want to figure out how to get into this group, you got to go to trailmag.com/Patreon.
No.
All right. So that's it, man. We're going to be up out this thing. No saying.
No, turn back.
Deuces.
Chill.
Thanks for listening to the Truth Be Told podcast. Be sure to subscribe and log on to Trillmatic.com for the latest in underground music, film, fashion, and more.